Hello and welcome to the Iron Lung podcast with me, Leo.
Me, Aspage.
And me, Luke.
And me, Leo. So, as said by Luke over there, we're joined quite kindly today by our good friend Luke Simmonds. Luke, do you want to tell them who you are, what you're about?
My name's Luke Simmonds. I'm 22 years old. And I want a rainbow pony for Christmas.
Very nice. So Luke is the lead guitarist of St. Michael's. So today we're joined by half of St. Michael's. So that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 2/4 or 4/8 or 8/16.
Whatever you want to call it. And all our songs are written in 8/16. So
in E minor, Dorian.
yeah, pretty much. And then a couple of Phrygian scales in there as well.
Yeah,
no messing.
just
You know,
remind
because
you, yeah.
we are them good metalheads. You know what I'm saying?
Good microtonal.
Good. So, because Luke's here this week, he's kindly done the beer of the week, although he's already drank one because we've had major technical issues.
We've only been here since 6:30 and it's now
8:30.
8:30.
Yeah, it's been a bit books, hasn't it, this week? Like it's been a bit of a mazza, if you ask me.
What the fuck's a Mazda, bro?
Madness. I realised watching back to the last episode, I say mad about 18 million times. So this week we're saying mazza instead. It's a Mazzolini.
Up in the
So,
corner every
a
time
Mazzolini.
says mad.
Yeah, I might actually do that. That'd be quite funny. So going back to that anyway, Luke, beer of the week. Do you want to tell us what you've got this week?
Yeah, I was perusing the aisles at Aldi, you know.
Ooh,
Everyone likes to go to Aldi. Guess who I saw?
Go on.
Suzanne and Paul.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Did
Full
you?
on.
What did
Yeah.
they say? Were they shopping for kitchens again?
They were shopping. I don't even know what they were doing. They were just out there. They were just living their life, man.
Yeah, just chilling.
You know, bringing a beautiful man into this world. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. So they were bringing home the bread kind of thing. They were bringing home the food for the table. Anyway, that's irrelevant.
Shout out Omar Silicon.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah, Omar Silicon.
Yeah. So anyway, I was perusing the beers and when they were speaking to me, I saw this and it has a big lobster on it and.
It fucking does as well. I saw the pink can.
I
didn't even look. It's got a fucking lobster on it. It's got fucking the US
Yeah,
flag
yeah,
on it as well.
Because it's like New England, isn't it? They eat like crawfish. They call
See, do you know what? I've always thought, and this is really stupid, that New England IPAs were just English IPAs, but it's not in it.
You
New
are
England.
fucking joking.
I actually did. That's bad, that, isn't it?
Like,
That is fucking
New England,
horrific.
like Quahog were Family Guys. Is that Rhode
Yeah.
Island? Is that?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't know states.
That's fucking funny. As
I
if
don't
I've always thought that that's the reason. That's stupid.
I'm shook.
Fuck's
You
sake.
drink that much of it and you just
so
thought
it
it was
is-
like...
The Aldi Special 10-4 Brewing New England IPA, a full juicy IPA with tropical fruit flavors. Definitely not flute flavors. It's fruit flavors, and it's 4.5% ABV. It's got a soft mouthfeel and a low bitterness.
Fucking hell, we didn't go into this much detail last time. I said it's the fucking Seabrooks.
It's in a pink can. The Seabrooks was in a pink can, so and it was fish themed.
Yeah, and this is fish themed as well. I've just realised that.
So,
but this
you know,
isn't a prawn
keeping
cocktail
in
gozer.
with the continuity. You know, this is good. So I'm gonna pass this over to Aspage. Let him have a little.
Yeah,
First
no
taste.
no glasses this week because I forgot them. But still sponsored by Tap Select. Shout out Many.
Shout out, Manny.
Shout out Many. Yeah,
Manny
and
wouldn't have this shit in his shop though.
No,
to be
he
honest.
This
Like,
is it's an embarrassment.
but I'm saying shit, but it is actually really quite nice
Yeah.
for the price point.
Oh, it is nice. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's super
Yeah,
nice.
How much for it?
I don't.
149 maybe.
I don't mind
129?
Aldi beers. You know, they're all out on Sly. They're alright. It's because that old IPA when they did the Brewdog did that. I wanted to try it, and then I went and bashed it, and I had a couple from Aldi, and it was alright.
had
You know,
the,
for price, like it's no
I
quality.
had like a pineapple milkshake IPA.
I had that one. I had that one. Yeah,
Nice.
the
It
bang
says-
on.
It says low bitterness, but I think there is a bitterness there that just adds to
Oh
it.
my god! And I thought I was a beer cunt. Shut your
I
mouth.
know.
Shut your
Not a
fucking mouth.
personality trait, Luke.
It's got this really woody texture.
Oh my god!
I'm joking.
Do you,
You could be giving it this and like,
I
it's got a
actually
really nice fresh bouquet.
It was definitely brewed in 2017.
It's
Do you,
aged lovely for about 3 years.
It's fucking it's barrel aged. It's that old date barrel aged though. You know, fucking doesn't mature in that. I wanted to bring some up just because I found it really interesting. I got a couple of beers from Top Rope Brewing. Top Rope's a really class beer. They're all like wrestling, like it's a lot of pop culture, but the majority is wrestling based sort of like beers, and it's like the main line is the song called Cream Austin.
Yeah.
I I don't know if you've ever seen on a couple of beers, they always do the like pair this beer with, and then you like after with certain meals stuff like obviously you got tabletop beers and stuff like that. You compare like different beers, different meals, sort of like to sort of heighten the flavors or whatever, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But the top rope beers now that they're doing now, they pair it with wrestling shows. So you get a beer like there's I've just got one at home now. It's a Citra based one. It's called Shock the Citra. But there's a faction in. I know you don't really give a shit about wrestling, but I'm on the topic now. So there's a faction in NXT called Undisputed Era, and their like tag is like Shock the System. So
Why
it's
did
like
I know that you were going to say NXT? I knew you were going to go down the NXT.
Yeah, because Poppy's the fucking theme song now as well. That's fucking sick. She dropped that track on that. Did I send you it when she did that? It's called that Eat, and it's fucking heavy as fuck. That song is sick though. I'll send it to you afterwards. It's fucking sick. It's heavy. It's heavy. No, she's not dropped it yet. She did it live on NXT. It's from her upcoming album. She's not dropped it yet. I did send it. Yeah, I did. I'm more certain I did. But so anyway, so they do like, and then this one's called Shot the Citra after Undisputed Era. But on the cans, they pair it with a wrestling match to watch with it, which is really fucking cool. Like, for me, I saw that and I was like, that's fucking sick. I saw it, like, in Corner. It was, like, on the Stone Cold Cream Mossett one, it was, like, Stone Cold and fucking Undertaker at WrestleMania. I was like, well, what the fuck? And then I was checking all cans and they did it. I was like, that's so cool. Like, as a wrestling fan, like, that to me was, like, really fucking sick.
Like, over here, it's very niche because wrestling's not as big over here.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree. The only reason you think that is because obviously you're not in the community. Wrestling's massive over here. It's that big that so NXT is the developmental brand for WWE. Well, it's more like a third brand now because it's really good. No, because it's like it's better because Triple H runs it. It's better. It's got all the indie wrestlers on it. It's better than actually Raw and SmackDown now.
That's why I knew you were going to go down the NXT route.
Yeah, because it's way better. It's way better. And so, but then because. I'm sorry, stumbling on words. And then they set up a new development NXT in the UK. It was the second one they did because wrestling's massive over here. Like you've got PCW, you've got like, all the other ones like when Defiant Wrestling, like all like the sort of like really independent ones that are like mad though. They're really good wrestling. Like you've got tickets to watch PCW.
You really need to grab
I will do because it's so much fun. Like
the wrestling at Akitown Hall.
Yeah, PCW. Well, it's Preston City Wrestling.
Preston City Wrestling.
So, but you've had like
they're recording it for Sky as well.
Yeah, because
we've
got
got ringside seats. I know it's only the wrestling and it was like 17 quid a ticket.
You used to have
me and Morgan Shanks are going. He's in his wrestling society at uni at Lancaster.
Is it?
Yeah,
that's sick.
That'd just be a good laugh.
I mean,
just be like
we'll get pissed
and be like. The old dick twist. Grab his dick and twist it.
It's we'll go as the guys from It's Always Sunny. Do you know when they did the wrestling episode? We'll go as with the trash man. I'm a trash man. And we'll go as the free what they call when they imitate like the free birds or whatever. That's fucking sick. That's fucking funny though. But do you know the guy in it, the mental guy in it?
Right,
in that episode?
Yeah.
It's Roddy Piper. He's like a massive like wrestling legend.
I do.
Like he's one of the biggest from his era, like Roddy Piper. Like he
wouldn't know him if I fell over him.
Oh mate, right? Do you know how you'll know him? Because Ronda Rousey named herself after Roddy Piper.
Well, that doesn't mean I know him though.
Yeah, but you obviously like pop culture reference. But like when she came to WWE, she like came out in like all the gear that Roddy Piper did, like similar attire. Really like fucking sick, like a homage. Yeah. But yeah, no mate. Like when I went to watch wrestling. At MEN, it was crazy. It was so much fun, like, and the crowd loves it. And actually, some of the best wrestlers in the world now are British. So you've got like the likes of Pete Dunne, Tyler Bates, all them sort of people. Joseph Connors, he's a really good wrestler. Like he's one of my favourites, and he's very lesser. He's like quite known in the indie scenes, but not very well known like in the mainstream.
I knew from,
like, so if you want to be a wrestler, kids, drink your tea and eat your crumpets.
Yeah, pretty much.
I knew from like over this side of the fucking world was Sheamus.
No, because he was massive. But then you had like Drew McIntyre and stuff as well. He's Scottish.
Massive. Don't know.
Wade Barrett, he's from Preston. He was in WWE. But Pete Dunne, he's from Birmingham, and he's like one of the biggest stars in it.
Wait, I think I know. Isn't Paige English?
Paige is English. She's from Norwich.
I know too.
But Pete Dunne is a badass, mate, and he's from Birmingham, but he's like one of the main stars in NXT at the moment, and he's so fucking sick, mate. He's just a badass, and he's really cool. And he used to come out to when he was on the indie scenes. He used to come out to Can You Feel My Heart? That was fucking sick, that, innit? Till TikTok ruined it.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I'm talking like a non. I'm about that. I'm not even really like in the casual observer bracket. I'm like casual.
I love wrestling.
Casual.
I
know most of my knowledge from you and
yeah.
Janko,
do you know what's really shit though for me is that I've been really into wrestling I started late because I didn't like when I was young, but I got into it in, like late high school, didn't I?
Yeah. You were like 15 when you started getting... No, you were probably a bit younger than that when you started getting into
About
it.
14, 15. It was really weird. Like, but
So
I've never...
You'd come in to school and you'd be like, I'm fucking knackered today, bro. I'm like, wow, what's up? We've sat in English. You've been falling asleep on desk. Like, I've stayed up till like 3 o'clock watching wrestling. I'm like, why?
Fun. Do you know what? I did that once. WrestleMania was on, and I had work the next day, and I wasn't going to watch it. And then my brother, because my brother watches it, Mark.
Which one?
Shout out, which one? Shout out, Mark. So I usually, if Mark's off school because he's a teacher, we watch it together. It's the only time I ever get to watch WrestleMania one. It's really sad.
To clarify that he's a teacher. He's a 30.
He's just a 30 guy.
Yeah, no, because obviously, because he only had. The only reason I mention it is because the
Adam Sandler film.
Yeah, that guy with
Yeah.
the hat
Billy
on and the
Madison.
skateboard. Yeah.
No, the only reason.
That's from 30 Rock in it or something like that. The fucking.
Oh, idea.
Yeah,
I
but
just
he's
know
always
the
in
meme.
Adam Sandler films, isn't he?
Yeah,
I just know the meme. But the reason I mention it is because obviously it's on during that bank holiday weekend in April usually, so he only ever gets to watch it if it's that bank holiday. So I ever watch it on my own and watch it with Mark. And I wasn't going to watch it because I didn't book it off work like I usually do. And then he was like, "You watching wrestling tonight?" I was like, "Nah, I got work tomorrow." And then I was like, fuck it. So I went and watched WrestleMania all night because it didn't finish till like 7 o'clock in the morning. I watched it all, went home, had a shower, got on the bus, went to work, and fucking mate, I was the worst fucking. It was miserable, mate. Honestly, fucking miserable. I had a couple of bevs as well, so I like Eddie fucking going. Yeah, at work. Yeah.
At work. Her at dog just to get it through there.
Yeah, but it was fucking. No, we don't do mouthwash. I told you, mouthwash isn't good, mate. It's not good for you.
It's full of sugar.
No, it fucks up because
Leo
the
is
fluoride
one
in
out
the
of
teeth.
10 dentists that doesn't recommend Oral-B.
I actually don't fuck with Oral-B, you know. I don't like the toothpaste. I don't like the toothpaste. I like the toothbrush. The toothbrush is sick, but the toothpaste Oral-B sucks. Fucking bath water. Fucking Belle Delphine's bath water, mate. Fucker.
We didn't have to stoop to that level.
I did. The opportunity was there. I took it.
She'd be buying us a car like she did with William N.E. You know?
William N.E.
Yeah, she got him a bright pink Fiat 500.
Yeah, it was fucking sick, that, wasn't it? I fucking loved that. We're 12 minutes in and I've not said what I meant to say at the beginning. I'll come back to that. 1 second. My apologies for the audio last week. I know there was fuzz on it. There might be on this week, but we are working to fix it. So my apologies.
The credit card is like we're in our
maxed
overdraft.
it. Yeah, we've got about 5 PAs, haven't we?
I saw the you know, like the tax sheets that you were doing earlier.
Bro, you weren't supposed to see that.
Don't tell anyone, bro.
I think you're gonna go bankrupt.
Yeah,
bro. I
bro.
wasn't even gonna out you,
bro. For the culture,
bro. We're doing it.
For the culture. Anyway, before we
I'll
proceed,
just sell a fucking pancreas or something.
Sell your bathwater.
I've already sold my left bollock.
Can we not recycle Belle Delphine's bathwater?
Nah, because I used it all brushing my teeth last night.
You not spit it back out and like keep it?
I usually do, but the thing is, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been up all night playing Dragon Quest Builders 2, and I was just so tired that I just necked it, man. I just
fucking... coming out of your mouth tonight is like something a 12-year-old will come out with. Wrestling and Dragon Quest Builders.
You're always messaging me saying fucking want to play Minecraft. I'm like, no, fuck off. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is a sick JRPG, mate. Fuck you. Sick. Anyway, before we go any further,
I'm level 99 woodcutting on the
stop fucking interrupting me, you fucking cunt. Right? Shut your fucking mouth. Lewis, it's Spanish fucking lingo of the week. I just want Lewis to be Spanish lingo of the week. Lewis, Spanish lingo of the week. Move your ass.
Welcome
to the great Carly. Everyone, round of applause for Lewis, please. So, last week, Lewis, we had "Como be la polla," which meant "eat my dick." So, what is it this week, my friend?
This week,
you've had 2 hours.
puto giri.
What does puto gidi mean?
It means English bitch.
Slight racism there, Lewis, from the Spanish man. Yeah. Lewis, actually, no, do you know what? We'll ask Lewis a question. Let's ask Lewis a question.
I don't know what this is.
Déjame poner un dedo en tu culo.
Bro, you can't say that on this podcast.
Yeah, I've said it last week, saying it again. Do you know what it means?
Yeah.
I'll tell you later, because it's going to be a running joke that we don't say what it means, but I say it every week. Déjame poner un dedo en tu culo. But answer me, can I?
What?
Can I?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, cheers, mate. No.
50 quid's 50 quid.
50 quid. Don't threaten me, a good time.
Right,
well, thank you very much, Lewis. Appreciate it, mate.
Cheers,
now,
pal.
get behind the camera, dickhead.
Yeah.
Lewis Taylor, everyone. Great call, Lee. We love you, Lewis. We love you. We do. So, boys,
I can't tell whether I had a warm ass or if he had a warm ass.
Yeah, mate. Do you know what?
seen the size of them, man.
Lewis has got cakes. Lewis has got
He's
cakes.
got multiple cakes.
Man's got
multiple cakes.
Cake
Man,
in the bag.
I'm fucking. I'll clap that ass me. You know what I'm saying? What's that fucking? What does he say on that fucking Young Gravy song? It was about
You lost me.
I can't remember what he says in that fucking bridge, and he's on about I clap their fucking cheeks. Like
I'm happy and I
I
know
know
it.
it, so I clap them fucking cheeks. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. We got there in the end. Oops, baby.
Oh man.
Oops,
Young Gravy
daisy.
banger. Lil Wayne jumped on that. It blew up on TikTok. And
Excuse
Lil
me.
Wayne jumped on as a feature.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's mental.
It's wild.
For fucking.
For Young Gravy.
Is Lil Wayne still kicking about? Is he not fucking off his head on Ket or something?
Probably.
Nah,
That's probably
bro.
why he did it, just for the cash.
want
He
this
saw
Lil
it
Wayne,
blown
bro.
up on TikTok and Gravy will have done it.
Does
for
he
the
still
movies.
like rap, mate?
Wayne's the Wayne's the man.
Nah, do you know he's the man?
It's Papa May.
Do you know he's the man?
Free Bobby Schmurder. Oh wait, it's free.
Yeah,
He is
he's
free,
been
bro.
free for
What the fuck?
ages. He's been free for ages, my
Is
guy.
Earl Sweatshirt free yet?
Earl
Sweatshirt
Sweatshirt was
never
never
went.
in prison.
I thought he
It was a
went.
No,
joke because
no,
he got
no.
deported.
No, so
he didn't get deported.
no,
He got
no,
sent
no,
away, didn't he, by his
no.
family
What
or
had happened is that they didn't like who he was hanging around with,
Yeah.
so they sent him to private school so
Yeah,
he
his
couldn't
mum.
start his
Yeah,
rap
his
career. So
family.
the Free Earl movement was to get him back so he
back
could
to
start
yeah,
recording.
because he went to
That's
they
awkward,
sent him to
isn't it?
Africa, didn't they, or whatever?
It's alright, we
Like,
both
I don't
embarrassed
know
ourselves.
what
I
part of
fucking
Africa.
on about New England
It was a
fucking
big continent.
IPAs early, mate.
Well,
Well, that's what the Free Earl was about, because
Can
obviously.
Can we go back to my question earlier about Belle Delphine?
Oh yeah,
Um,
sorry.
not Belle
So,
Delphine.
if she gave you a car, would you actually drive it?
Yeah, I'll do anything for a free car, mate.
I don't know. It depends on. The
I thought I
car.
had to clarify because I said would you, and then it sounded like I was saying would
That's what I thought he was asking.
Nah,
That's why I
nah,
diverted it, because I wouldn't.
Nah.
I wouldn't.
But it's not even the fact that you wouldn't because of any certain.
It's because she
reason.
acts like a child.
Yeah. That let's just say it how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam. That's it. That's the end of the show.
I've got a fridge full of fucking
Yeah, cease and
Omnipollo beers.
desist.
at me.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I just fucking thinking about it. I can't wait, man. I haven't had a drink. Huh?
What's it full of?
Omnipollo beers.
Well,
What? What? I ain't had a beer. Oh, this is my
You got
first beer
Bianca?
since Sunday. I've got a chocolate peanut butter
chocolate one.
Bianca, but I'm gonna bring it in for my next beer of the week.
I got my dad and stepmom Bianca to share.
Did you?
Just to try for.
Did you like it?
Which
Which
one? The normal one.
Oh, the blueberry pancake. So, for those at home that aren't into craft beers or into Swedish craft beers in general, there is a company in Sweden called Omnipollo that do the maddest beers ever, like super exclusive, super expensive, but the beers are disgusting. It is. Oh, mate, it's disgusting. I genuinely think he's one of the only stockists in the northwest for Omnipollo. You see him in Manchester.
Yeah, Ancoats General Shop sometimes.
But that's Manchester. You'd expect it in
but
Manchester.
you said northwest, bro. That's still northwest, isn't it?
Nah, anything south of fucking. Actually, no, Manchester. Yeah, northwest. To be fair.
Manchester's northwest, bro.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, I was trying to make a
But
joke
yeah,
about someone.
Many Tap Select and Ancoats General is the only place I've seen them on the
Yeah,
shelf.
and many smashed it, to be fair, because he always gets the good ones in.
He
Like,
always does get.
he's got some class ones in.
What I miss, Lifers.
Oh, mate, Lifers was sick.
dude.
Lifers was so good. No, I liked Zodiac. Zodiac was sick. I went into, oh mate, it was genuinely probably the best IPA I've had from Omnipollo, and they used to have it in Soup Kitchen. So I used to go in Soup Kitchen and grab it because they had it in there quite frequently. So I used to, whenever as a manny, I used to drop in, get Zodiac, chill, drink beer. And Maz, that's a good one. Maz was a really good one. But I love Tefnut. Tefnut. I personally think Tefnut's better than Bianca.
Dude,
Isn't Tefnut the... Sorry, is that not a stout?
No. That was the flashback that I really liked. That I stained about 3 carpets with. Every time I drink that, I stain shit. I know. I did it on New Year's, right, at Mark's house, and I spilled it and it stained the carpet. I fucking cried, mate. I went home because it just got a new carpet. I felt so bad. He still gives me shit for it to this day. The only 2 things my family still give me shit about is that and the time I fucking cleaned Josh's Nintendo 64 with baby wipes when I was 3 and broke it.
Oh man, do you know
Still
what?
gives me shit. Josh,
I can't.
I'm not buying you a new one, yeah? I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
Shout out Josh.
I
He's a
can't
good
fix
lad.
the N64, but the carpet you might be able to fix with like oxidized bleaching.
It's fucking vanished, bro.
No.
Listen, I've got this concentrated shit, right? You just add it to like lukewarm water, bro, and then just like rub it into the carpet.
What are you, a
Mate,
mum?
I'm talking.
Nah, for real, bro. When you start buying Burghouse coats, I've got stains. all over it.
Another burgers. Another burgers. Nah, it was like
You need to know how
obviously
to get stains out.
it was like 2 years ago. Like it was a while ago. So obviously they've got rid of it now. But but
then,
at the
then
time,
you don't need to know my
they,
useful.
They got it out like quite after a bit. But like when it went in, it was like so
Super,
fucking thick and rich in colour. It was like this is fucked, and it was just a new carpet. So I felt so bad. But it's one of them, innit? Like
I just can't appreciate.
I can't drink them anymore because people
God,
when I pull them out,
Go for it, mate.
when I pull them out, everyone's like, nah, don't open that near me. That's
Just,
a bad
do you know
idea.
what you need to get like, so them fucking bottles that kids get with like the lids on that don't.
And
spill
like the
out.
two
Oh, like
handles
put
on
it in
the
a fruit
side.
shoot.
Yeah.
Put it in a fruit shoot bottle.
Nah,
Fucking
you'll
sip
still,
in
you'll
it.
still spill fruit shoots if you give
You
them a
need
bit
it.
of a
You need
shake.
it. You need a
Fucking-
sunshine cup.
A sunshine cup. That sounds like
And then
fucking right on
and then
my
you get one of them
street.
ones with like the sticky pad on the bottom as well. So when you put it on a surface, it don't go
Or
nowhere.
like a suction cup.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it might be a good idea. Might be a good
It's a
idea.
solid
'cause
investment.
but to be fair,
Before.
they don't make it anymore. It's out of circulation, so they don't make that one anymore.
You never know, it might come back around.
Who knows? They'll probably do another stout. I've not had another. Well, it was a porter actually, but I've never actually had another porter like it. And it's genuinely turned me off to them sort of beers because that was so good that every time I drink one, it's kind of like it's all right, and I don't,
Yeah.
and I can't drink
Set your
stouts.
standards too
Yeah,
high.
it that's the thing. Like I've never had a beer like that's been like right. That's it. Right. I don't want to drink IPAs anymore. But every time I have a porter or a stout now, I'm just kind of like it's just not the same. It's like it's actually it was just
Imagine
so
being
good.
this hung up over a porter.
Mate, it was so good. It was amazing. It was so
Ruined his
fucking
life.
good. It ruined,
Man's
genuinely
crying every night over this
ruined my
porter.
life. No, mate,
you know what I mean?
it was a
Like,
Mazzolini,
you know
trust.
what, you can just choose to move on. You know what I mean? Just choose to move on.
Yeah, but I don't want to
Have you
move
ever
on.
thought about
Yeah,
not
but
being
listen,
sad?
you
Have
know-
you ever
you
thought
know
about
what I'm
taking
saying?
on the Jesus
Right
Christ as your savior?
Right
Do you have
now,
a
bro.
moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
No, not really, bro.
Sorry, bro.
He's beautiful though. But right now you're a slave to the Omnipollo beer and a slave obeys. bro.
Right now,
You know what I
you're
mean? A man chooses, a slave obeys.
right now you're a slave to me. Get on your knees.
Bro, I can't.
Get on your knees.
We can't.
Oh.
If it does that, you can't upload this to YouTube.
I love
Can
asking
you bleep
Alexandra.
this next bit? Because I'm going to touch on...
Oh
No,
wait,
yeah,
we're
it's been
bringing
bleeped
back
already.
in. Right, I'm gonna have to bleep
I just
this.
want a quick 20 seconds of just me
just-
saying...
Yeah, how many times can we say?
No, come on, bleep this shit. Oh.
There, yeah, that'll do.
Best look with that one.
No, that's out of my system.
What's your favourite song?
I think that is it I laughed because you I think that's a choice cut. Like
Do you-
that is a choice cut.
For the people at home that obviously are really pissed off with us, keep bleeping and stuff. I'm gonna give you a track that we can keep in. It's called "Everyone in." Do you know what? I'd have to actually bleep that because I was gonna say "Everyone in" is dumb. But then there is another. there is.
I'm gonna give you a track you can listen to.
I still have to
Everyone
bleep it.
Everyone
But,
in Iron Lung is dumb.
But there is another one called "You're Dumb," so you know it's pretty standard. But yeah, that's mad.
You're gonna be having an aneurysm this week trying to fucking
Mate,
sort that out.
don't. Do you know last week I fucking went home and I got a 4-pack of vape, like I said, and I drank them editing the podcast, and I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning rewatching it because I just like because
When did you edit it?
literally that night.
He's got
Not that night.
he's got something wrong with you.
No, I'm actually gonna go a bit deep here. This is the first time we've gone deep on it. On I was gonna say cunt them, but I mean
You're
Iron
making
Lung.
it more difficult for you.
Yeah, it's funny though. It is a bit funny. So like obviously we
Can I say Canal Hunt?
yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
we're on about Canal Hunt. That's
Canal
so there
Hunt.
you go, Canal
like
Hunt. So there we go. So obviously we haven't done a show. We say at Michael since last February,
No.
and we haven't practiced, and I've barely seen you and the rest of the boys, and it's been so difficult, like, because since I was about 14, 15, I've done nothing but play shows and practice. I spend like 70% of my week here and like doing that, and it's been so difficult. Is it already died?
2 minutes.
Oh, first.
It's about to die.
So I'll get through this, and then obviously we'll go to ad break.
Go to
But
ad break.
I've not had a passion or like an excitement in in what, like 16 months.
Just nothing to motivate.
Nothing to motivate me. It's been so difficult. And then when we did that episode last week, like I felt good, and all this week I felt like so enthusiastic about like just general work and getting up and doing stuff.
This could literally go nowhere, but it gives me something to do on a Friday night,
and it
spend
makes me
time with
feel
the
better.
boys.
And like that's why I watched it back so many times, because I thought like I'm happy. Like I felt good. Like I felt like back to myself like for the first time in 16 months, and I needed it. And I know it sounds really daft, and I know it's really deep, but I know it was just like a random episode. But just sitting here and chatting to your pals, like it felt like doing St. Michael, and that's what I needed.
Yeah.
Just a good laugh.
It's just good to see your pals, isn't it?
It's good to put on that front again, like when I'm on stage and I can be Leo, and I can be that over-exaggerated like version of myself. I can do that on here, and it was good.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry to go deep.
So,
we're gonna cut to ad break now. So here's an advert from us.
Please enjoy the following words from our sponsors.
Hello, and welcome to the ad section. We have not actually been licensed to do this advertisement, but I'm going to do it anyway and then tell many afterwards that we've done it. So, quick shout out to Tap Select Bar in Oswestwhistle. They are now open to come for your craft beer needs and your food needs. Come in, obviously, book and be sensible. Come with your family, sit on a table, and come and enjoy some really nice craft beers in the centre of Oswestwhistle. Tap Select. You go on Tap Select? Are you going Tap Select?
I'm going Tap Select.
Do you want to go now?
Yeah, we'll go now.
Sound many. I'll see you in a second, mate. Get a table fucking for us. Sound. Tap Select Bar. Oswestwhistle. You dickhead. Anyway, that was the advert.
There was literally no time between that ending and this restarting.
Yeah,
nothing
but
happened,
nothing.
honestly.
They're doing the ad.
5 minutes did not pass.
But yeah, we're back. I wanted to touch quickly on.
Where's my beer gone? Like, that was there, like, just literally a second ago.
Fuck, mate, ghost.
Bro.
What's going on?
So when I was driving here today, when I was picking up you, I got a phone call from Joe, and he goes,
Making it sound a lot more dramatic than it actually is. It's really not that dramatic.
Yeah, but come on, for substance, for the culture.
But there is no substance
For-
or culture.
for-
It's just me being a dickhead.
For the culture. So basically, he rang me and was like, I've just nearly died. No, he didn't say that. He said, I've got fucking something to tell you. And I went, save it for the podcast. So, Joe, what? Because I don't actually know what's happened yet.
you just say
no, the thing is we turned up to practice. We turned up to the room as well. And he had fucking like all black smudged inside me face. I'm like, what's that from?
So he's gone, I've got something to tell you. And you've surmised that him nearly telling you something means that he's nearly died. Or
No,
did he
so
mention?
Right,
did you mention?
tell us the story, lad.
I need to know this now.
For like a split second, I felt threatened. I was a bit scared, yeah.
Right.
Basically, I've come here. I've got here first before Leo. I got here about 6:30.
Yeah.
And obviously, when you pull into the car park,
I blame Luke.
Sorry, Luke.
I was waiting outside your house for like 10 minutes.
Sorry, bro.
When you pull into the car park, there's like that little fucking section before the gate.
Yeah.
And the gate was closed. So I was like, fuck. I couldn't be asked getting out of my car to check if it were locked. So I went to go.
Can't go under it. You can't go over it. You have to go through it.
I wasn't going through it neither. Fuck that. I went to go like back out onto the main road and just park across from the Greek restaurant. But then as I like swung my car around, it didn't have a good enough turning circle. So I was about to whip out a 3-point turn. So I slammed it into reverse, checked my mirrors, noticed that all I can see is the big fucking corrugated fence. Started going backwards, literally moved about 2 feet. And then my parking sensor started beeping at me. I was like, what the fuck's that? So I brake, and then just as I brake, I hit something. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Yo, is he
Check
just,
over my
what
shoulder.
the fuck?
I've only backed into an Audi A1 that snuck in behind me.
Fuck off.
No.
Was it my car?
No, it wasn't your car. It wasn't you daft cunt.
Where the fuck were you at this point?
Just a car park there, just before the gate. So the gate
Like
was closed.
in the little
that section,
junction.
that's just off the road.
So
Yeah.
where did the A1 come
Where
from?
did that come from?
He snuck in behind me.
Were he in his car?
Yeah. So he snuck in behind me. He was coming in as well, so he was about to open the gate.
Ah.
And I
Well,
bounced out.
Can I ask a question before we go on? Did for 1 second you think it was me?
No.
Oh, fair.
Wait, what colour?
So
was it?
it was black, but it had
Right.
like fucking like Cumbria Vag stickers and shit on it. Not
Oh,
Cumbria
okay.
Vag, fucking
Yeah.
I don't know, some
M65
stupid
crew and
fucking
all that, yeah.
some bullshit stickers on back.
Convoys.
And so I jumped out of my car like, fuck, this is gonna be bad, because knowing my luck, I've probably like twatted the entire back end off his car. I was only going like fucking 2 miles an hour backwards. Anyway, bounced out. I took a quick glance before he got out, and I'm like, it looks okay. And then this guy steps out, and he's not tall, but he's built like a fucking brick shithouse.
Yeah.
Tattoos everywhere, massive beard. I'm like, this guy's gonna
Driving
fucking...
an A1.
Yeah, I'm like, this guy's gonna fucking drop me. I've just backed into his car.
Yeah, but you look like you're driving an A1.
Wait, you sounded like a
No,
ponce?
I would say you look beautiful.
He sounded like a
No,
ponce.
I'm
this
saying
guy
you
was
look like-
this guy was scary.
Yeah.
Like
you shouldn't be driving an A1. Should be
No, you
driving
shouldn't.
like should be driving like a fucking.
he should be
Hearse.
fucking. He should just be running everywhere.
Yeah.
Just.
Angrily.
Yeah. And
Right,
so
go on.
so he jumps out, and I'm like, fuck, he's just gonna drop me. And he looks at his bumper, looks at mine. There's like a tiny scuff on both of ours, and he goes, "Nah, it's right. If that's all you've done, it's fine. I had another Fiesta back into me last week, and of course, the week before that, I'm like, oh my fucking god."
He's a serial with it. He's serially
He's like
going.
serially driving behind
Yeah,
people.
he's just like, "I'll see what your car can crash into today." Oh, Fiesta, I choose you. Like, he's got two of them. Like,
Honestly, like, but I saw him step out. I'm like, he's gonna fucking drop me here, like. And then he said it was
Bro,
right. And
I reckon he was trying to set up like, you know, like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't pay for it on my insurance, and he'd be like, you can pay for it another way. He's definitely, that's what he's going around trying to do. He's trying to set porn.
yeah, he's open.
trying to set porn on
it's like fake taxi, but fake fucking.
Fake crash. Yeah. How are we gonna sort this out then? Well, I need a lift back home. Oh god.
This crack on my bumper means that my car is completely totaled.
There's a crack on my bumper. Do you want to see a crack on my ass?
Well, like, there's a little scuff, and he's like, "Oh, I don't even know if that was you." It's right anyway. I'm
It'll
like,
take cut out anyway.
yeah, it probably would. And I'm like, "I'm so sorry. Like, I'm glad you sound about it." He went, "Yeah, no worries." And he fist bumped me, and then he started walking to the gate. I was like, "Fist bump, bro, safe that."
Yeah. You can hug from under. You could have hugged him if it were like 3 days away.
It's fine. I don't want to go through that again because, like, when I saw him step out, my heart was going through my chest. Like, I couldn't feel my legs, bro.
I bet.
I
wonder why you were. I wonder
I
why you
can
were all
feel
over
my
that.
legs when
So, yeah,
I'm
anyway,
Is that
with
why
you.
you got the black marks?
So yeah, so the
You're
black
like,
marks came from when like, because I was flustered when I first did it. I looked at mine. I was like, it looks a bit bad.
Did you
but-
touch it to try and like rub it?
Well, yeah. So when he opened the gate, I followed him in, and I parked up, and I jumped out my car and had a look, and I gave it a little lick and a little rub, and it came off, and then I must have just been dicking
So you
about.
followed it inside of his gates, and then you gave it a lick, and then
Yeah.
a little rub
Don't say he gave me
On his crack.
on the crack on your bumper.
20 quid. 20 quid.
20 quid. 20 quid. Is that how you paid for the papos?
Nah,
We're
I
not
paid
saying
for
that.
Yeah, we
Papas.
paid
Oh
for
yeah.
that.
Oh, you want Luke now?
With me, bro.
Do you,
We can sort something out.
I tell you what, it won't ever be as bad as the accident Brad had in there.
What did Brad do?
Oh mate, that's a fucking story.
Yeah,
so,
Brad.
Yo, man, fucking don't ruin it. Tell the story. So, we got a pal called Brad Morton. Shout out Brad Morton. He's like he has a very tan face and very white teeth.
Yeah, he
Looks like he's been
looks like he's
rejected
got
from
turkey
Geordie Shore.
Nah, he looks like he got on Geordie Shore and it was too good. He was too good for it.
Yeah. So do you know?
Um,
I reckon it has something to do with like fruit and veg.
Yeah, he's a fucking fruit and veg legend, is that kid. Stack shelves for fucking like nobody's business.
Tesco.
But,
Great Wildwood Tesco.
but basically, we just had a commoners practice. So commoners is my
Rest in peace.
rest in peace commoners. They're my cover band before St Michael started. And we was at practice because I've had this room for about 4 years, so we've used it for commoners, used St Michael, used it for Son Michelle, we've used it for my new deathcore band,
Billion no mate.
Billion No Mates, we've used it for all sorts.
Now the podcast.
305, my brother Mark's band, we've used it for 305. Shout out 305, good lads. They've all got kids now, it's mad. Because they're obviously all in the 30s, they've all got kids, and like, I'm just chilling.
It's not
like
that mad, bro. It's kind of like what happens in life.
So anyway, so we just
kind of be right.
we just come out a commoners practice, and we were just dicking about, avoiding rats, standard. And Brad, obviously, I think Brad was giving me a lift home, right?
Yeah.
So he gets in his car and he starts fucking reversing it, like giggling, because I'm trying to get in car, and he's locked doors, and he's like giggling, "Oh, you can't get fucking in, you dickhead," like reversing. And then outside in the car park, there's like the parking bays, where they used to like load in the vans.
Yeah.
And where they are, it drops. So there's like it's like cornered off. Then it drops, like the flagging drops, and he's
like
reversing.
a 3.5, 4 foot drop.
Yeah.
It's quite
Oh, yeah,
a
easily,
large
yeah.
drop. You've seen
And then
that.
he's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
reversing, and he just goes into it, like full on into it. And I'm like, what the fuck do we do now? So we spend like an hour and a half trying to get Brad out of this fucking little ditch, man. It took forever. And then
back
it's
end,
not so
like,
bad 'cause
Did
it's
it
like-
bottom out on the curb?
I'm talking, so
Yeah, like
it
the
went-
wheels
yeah.
were over.
Just
the
completely
curb.
cleared
yeah.
it.
But front wheels are still on.
Yeah.
It's
So-
front wheel
Yeah,
drive. so
exactly.
It's not
yeah.
as bad.
No, yeah,
yeah.
he's
But
got
trying
that
to get
advantage
off
there.
back It still wheels. took
Yeah,
forever.
we were lucky.
Brad didn't do any damage to his car, right? And then we were driving back, and Brad had a fag, so we stopped off, sort of like, do you know, by Vine Mill?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna park up here," so he fucking parked up onto
you've told me this
that
bit.
incline,
Yeah.
that incline bit where all fucking sheds are, and then
Oh,
we-
sheds. It's like an industrial warehouse.
yeah, sheds. You know what I'm saying?
Sheds,
And
yeah,
then he reverses out, and he tinily scuffs his car on the fucking little bit of the block things, and he fucking rips all the front of his bumper. Spent 2 hours trying to get him out of this fucking ditch. Not a fucking damage to his car, and then he hits it slightly, ruined his bumper, mate. It was mad. It was a Mazzolini, bro.
Mazzolini.
It was a
on the mad count, bro.
No, I'm saying Mazzolini now.
Still counts on the count.
Doja. Oh, we didn't tell you. Fucking so. Do you know it's Nick's that, innit? 'Cause he didn't ever put it up. It's the iconic Doja Cat. She's watching over us.
It's not really
Is that
Doja.
Doja?
Cat.
No, it's not Doja, but we're
Leo
using
just
it
wants
as,
it to be Doja.
Yeah, we're using it as
Leo
Doja.
defo
We're using it
wants
as
it to be
Doja. So she's looking over us.
Like whoever made that, like when you look at the cropping of it, I don't know if you can see that. You won't be able to see that very well on camera, but like a big chunk of her forehead is missing. So she looks as though she's
do you know what? It's actually quite sort of.
Or is her head exploding into the universe? Because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
so
It means all her thoughts of it's the universe. She's got so many thoughts,
But
and she's
Bro, it ain't
her
that deep. It's just a flag.
Her glasses are made of jigsaw pieces. Like, how are they staying on?
fucking are as well. Fuck off, mate. I should have had you here last week to tell me that. That's a madness. That's a Mazzolini.
Tortellini.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like fucking something. We could be corny. Loving.
We could be heroes, me and you. I can't do
No,
that
singing
high.
that
Jesus
new Doja song. What's
Christ.
it called? What's it
I
called?
can't sing that high. I don't know.
We
could be.
No, bro, run about the new Doja song. You know it.
That's not a Doja song.
No, but that's what Luke's getting at.
What were you
That
singing?
new Doja song.
Try
is
just
that.
listening to other people.
I feel like fucking something. That one.
Oh, it's
I don't know the voice,
something.
but
I
yeah.
don't
What's
know.
on that?
I don't know that one as well as everyone. Do you know which one I'm dead into at the moment?
Say
That
so.
Streets one.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Like you. That
Yeah, it's
one.
a good tune,
Yeah.
that.
I was like,
Yeah.
it's sick.
She's good.
It's
Yeah.
sick. Do you know what I was
I
thinking?
like Saweetie. That one with Saweetie as well.
Yeah,
like,
that's
"Get my
what
best
that's
friend."
what we were singing
That's a
last week.
sick
When we was on
tune.
about it. It was like, that's my best friend.
Like,
She a
imagine
real
like
bad
me
I'm
bitch.
obsessed with that
Me and
shit.
you,
Yeah,
Black
it
Dog,
was sick.
like bopping. to
Yeah,
that,
fucking sick tune. Do you know what I was thinking about the other day?
Nick Martin.
When we obviously I'm always thinking about Nick Martin. When we covered Bad Guy at the Black Dog,
Yeah. That
and
was
and I would just, for some reason it just came into bed. I think I was I can't remember what I was doing, but it was just in my head. And I was watching the music video back, and do you know the bit at the end where it goes really like it goes into that like really like dark trap vibe, and it's like dun dun. I was just thinking about it, like when we stopped playing Bad Guy, and everyone like, and then we started playing that, and everyone was like, "Fuck off, that's sick!" And then I was doing it like fucking, we were doing it like a punk thing, so I was like, was you there that night?
Yeah.
And then we did it with like harsh vocals and stuff.
Yeah.
That was it. That was mad.
Man's a cheeky little cover that.
I'm the bad guy. It was sick. That I loved it.
Yeah,
It was
man.
class.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
miss those days.
I miss those days. I can't wait to play gigs again. Also, 4th September, we are headlining the Electric Church once again, so we are coming back to play shows.
And it's my birthday.
Yeah, and we've got. Oh, it is your birthday as well.
Wait, on the 4th?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
sick.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a madness. I've got
Absolutely
bird people
smashed.
coming down. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
It's gonna be well good. I
Before
can't
the
wait
gig.
for that show.
I'm gonna be on stage. You're gonna have to play lead guitar for me, bro.
I can't play. I can offer you some smooth banjo.
Just play it.
you get a kiss in return a kiss. Isn't that meme?
Yeah, it's like the only ones I've seen it you won't understand, but it's just F1 related ones. But
Yeah,
I know
seen
the
that one,
template you mean.
Yeah, fucking Bailey
That
posted
one
all
where
the
it was
time.
like that random spectator on his yacht. And
Oh,
the
fucking
car.
Mazepin! Bin
Yeah,
it.
Mazepin, yeah.
Mazepin is the shittest cunt ever. He's gonna bin it into water at Monaco. Love it.
Don't know anything about F1.
Monaco's on a beach, yeah. And
I know what- I
he's
know-
that shit at driving. He's just gonna send it off the
gonna
edge
bin
and he's gonna
off
lose it.
into the water. F1's like elite sport.
Nah, do you know what is elite
You
sport?
say wrestling, I'm gonna throw this microphone at you.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
That's just like a.
My
it is, yeah.
So
exactly.
my brother's just started doing Muay Thai at Josh in Leeds, and he's joined this gym called Bad Company.
Just a hench cunt.
Josh is a bit of a hench cunt, to be fair.
Josh,
Gonna fuck off, because the thing is, do you know what's bad about that is because I'll be editing it and I'll edit all the
And you
original
forget
stuff
that
out, and I'll
one
forget
one.
about that one. You
so don't
fucking
forget
idiot.
to bleep the.
I'll watch it all the way through.
Fuck's
Just
sake.
to
No,
find
I
out.
watch it for about 8 times anyway. So,
Yeah,
but so
Same.
Josh has joined, started doing Muay Thai, and he's joined a gym in Leeds called Bad Company, and it's run by a guy called Liam Harrison, and he was like champion, and he went and trained in Thailand, like proper learned all the sport like madness, and
It's
he's
mad, innit?
fought like 114 fights. It's Mazzolini. He's fought like 114 fights, been champion, all sorts of shit. He's been on Joe Rogan twice.
Yo,
He's
what?
been on with Joe Rogan twice. I was watching the
We're
episode
getting
last
on.
night. Yeah.
Joe
But
Rogan, I mean.
he honestly, mate, his style of fighting's minging. Like, and Josh said he's like sort of like proper sound guy because what he does is he literally he trains like 2 hours, does PT sessions for like 3 hours, trains, PT sessions, trains, like that's all he does.
Yeah.
And he's just an interesting guy, like, and his fighting style's disgusting. Like, I've never seen kicks
Have you watched
that
some of
hard.
his fight?
Yeah, I'll send you a link later.
Yeah,
I'll put it in the Among chat. But he's a nice guy, and it was just dead funny because on like the Joe Rogan podcast, he's like from Leeds, so he's like chatting and like
Typical northern fucking.
yeah, but Joe Rogan's like, sorry if you can't understand him through that thick accent. I was like, that's well
Thick
funny.
accent.
Yeah, but because it's
know,
it's so crazy that he was on like Joe Rogan. But so Josh like met him and he was telling me all about him. But like Conor McGregor like follows him on Instagram and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Like-
must be doing something right if Conor McGregor.
Yeah, no, he's like well
I
respected
seen
in
like
Muay
a
Thai.
stat the other day, like McGregor's the most paid sportsman.
Yeah,
I
ahead
saw that
ahead
as well.
of
It was
Ronaldo
going-
and Messi.
Yeah, it was going through like the
it was
top
like him,
10.
Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah,
And you're like going down into like Hamilton. And,
yeah,
Yeah, but
like Bryant.
and then some
not
like
Kobe Bryant,
NFL
rest
players
in
like
peace,
Tom
Kobe Bryant.
Brady and
yeah.
it's mad that he's the
LeBron
most
was
paid
like
because
that
he's
as
only
well.
had like one fight in the past year, hasn't he? And he fucking lost it.
yeah, but
Yeah, but he's a businessman though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like he has like proper
exactly.
12
He's
and all
not
that
that.
stuff.
Oh, fucking the AJ and Tyson Fury fight's been given a date now, hasn't it?
Is it?
Isn't
yeah,
that,
in
isn't it September as
Dubai.
well?
Do you know
They've
what else has
actually,
been given a date? The Logan Paul Mayweather fight. Going back to
What
that
is
for
that?
myself. We spoke
Bro, I
about it
thought that
last
was
week,
like
yeah.
a meme.
No,
man.
no,
Like
no,
an
no,
actual
no.
thing.
No, yeah, they had we spoke about it last week. They had
Logan
the,
Paul's gonna get absolutely pasted.
no, we're not going back onto this.
What do you reckon?
He's gonna get pasted.
What
Or at least,
No,
at
he
least
won't,
last
he
week.
won't. No, he won't get pasted. It'll just be a fucking. He'll dance
It'll be
about
an
it.
exhibition.
He'll dance about it.
Yeah,
Well, it is an
yeah, so
exhibition.
I
of
want him
course.
to get pasted.
But it's not going to
But
happen.
Floyd, have you not seen? Like, I think we spoke.
I
about
reckon
like when he
he'll
nicked his
go-
hat, Floyd's pissed.
They'll go 12 rounds.
Nice. Do you know what it is? It's all for sure, mate.
That's all it is.
It's all for sure.
I don't
Yeah,
think-
fucking
Mayweather went
Mayweather.
full pace, full force on him. Do you know? Have you seen that video with like the dude with the lightsabers?
Yeah.
Full force. If you went full force on him, like I think Paul would be.
No, because what you forget
He's in a
is that
coma.
Logan Paul is fucking twice the size of Mayweather. He
Yeah.
will not do any damage to him, but he will beat him on points.
Still beat
That's
him
the
on
whole
points.
thing of it.
Yeah.
But like when McGregor and Mayweather had all that stuff, it was all fake. There was like, oh, it's just for showing it. Like,
course
they're
it-
not
it
bothered.
builds up
And
hype,
it's
man.
always with Logan
know
Paul.
exactly
Like,
what they're doing, man.
it's just for sure.
they know exactly.
It's one of them. It's, I'm not
wanna
arsed
see him get
about it.
pasted.
It's not gonna happen, mate. And I'm not
Yeah.
arsed about it either. Like, really.
Was it
don't
Logan who did the Japanese?
Yeah,
care. Suicide Watch, yeah. But
Fuck that dude.
yeah.
it's fucking content.
Yeah, I think like that era of YouTube culture, like
Filthy Frank.
signaled a decline.
Oh,
Not like
Filthy
Filthy Frank.
Frank.
You got like the outliers and obviously great content creators, but I think like that era where YouTube became
PG.
more and more monetizable. I mean, it happened like in the early days with like Smosh and Justine and like
Oh
and
man, I love
think,
Smosh.
I think it carried over like into like I don't know. Now YouTube culture is really I don't know.
It's
shit.
just regular
There's like
people.
a couple of like
It's-
small time creators.
It's just
that,
become
like, I
it's just
really
become an
enjoy.
advertisement for late night talk shows
That's it, man.
and big companies. It's
That's
not.
it, it's
Do you know
not-
what? Do you know what? We shouldn't be saying this because this is going on YouTube.
Well, yeah, but you
we
know,
called that Spotify last time, so this time we're
so,
calling
yeah,
that
yeah,
YouTube.
We'll just call out
Um,
all of our platforms.
yeah,
we
so-
They'll be like, they've
know what I
got
mean?
balls. Let's pay them.
Or,
Yeah.
or they'll
But-
ban us, and then we'll have the Streisand effect where because we're banned, people will want to
Want to
listen
watch
to
us more,
Yeah.
yeah. But YouTube's tagline back in the day was "broadcast yourself." Like, you know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah.
was all about the people, and now it's about
And that's about big
how
brands.
how,
And
how big's the
you can get
paycheck. But it's
monetised
because
and-
Google bought it. Realistically,
That's-
it's
yeah.
because
Oh yeah,
Google
it went
bought
downhill
it.
ever since
Yeah.
Google bought it.
And it's one of them, and you still got like that. Even like when T Series beat PewDiePie, like that was a sad day in subscribers. That was a sad day. That
stupid.
I think I know it sounds really stupid, but like that, I think that signalled the shift like
Yeah,
fully. I
definitely,
know the shift had happened, but that signalled it fully to
yeah,
say
if PewDiePie is getting over
creators
subs,
and
something's gone fucking
creators
wrong.
are not here to stay. It's all about the
It's all
money.
about what
Yeah.
can,
And you-
generating the revenue.
Do you reckon that it will become a different platform, like as in like not YouTube, but do you reckon there will be a new platform for that will have a resurgence?
They'll
I
have
think
like the
that-
same effect YouTube
Because
did back in
yeah,
the day.
because
Yeah,
YouTube,
not- I
is,
fucking hope
YouTube
so.
has just
Yeah.
become another TV channel.
Yeah, it
Realistically,
has.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are
I think that like anything that becomes mainstream that was initially like indie or like for the people, like, and becomes obviously for
punk rock,
exactly.
punk rock.
It will then generate something else that comes from that. So like punk rock generated like maybe not new wave, but like there was like post punk and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
but
where-
even like
you know what I mean?
Punk started indie.
Trying to relate it to like music.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
like indie was like is the punk ethos.
Everything
originally.
has roots in everything. you know what I mean?
And punk like started like modern indie and like all that sort of stuff, and like the straight edge movement. So you
didn't
and all
need
that
massive
stuff. Post-hardcore,
and
like post-hardcore and stuff like that. But whereas indie became like the profitable, like, because when you listen to like the indie bands from like the 1995, like early 2000s maybe, you got that raw aesthetic. It was always very raw, and you did get that punk ethos. But then it just faded out, and it became marketable because you had people like Block Party that came along. And don't get me wrong, like Silent Alarm, one of my favorite albums ever. I love that album. But like that was when when did that come out? 2004.
2004, yeah.
2004. So that was when things started to shift. You had bands like the Kooks, like Block Party, Kings of Leon, especially and commercialized it. But back in the day, that was the punk ethos. You got that punk vibe from it, and like post-hardcore, it pretty much stayed in the shadow of it and stayed in that punk ethos.
Definitely.
And even still, like you see it splitting even further. Like when you come to like metalcore and stuff like that, you see like they were always shadowed out on like deathcore, metalcore because it was profitable. It always became. And you see like bands like Whitechapel. They had like a 16 it was in like the top 100 albums. It was like 16th because it was profitable. And like whereas like even in that scene, metalcore and deathcore became like the popular thing to do. But then you still had like the other people that were still doing the punk ethos and hated metalcore and deathcore for it. You know what I mean? Like, so everything starts with that punk ethos. I don't even know what we're
it's
just
like
on about.
raw, natural.
You're on about if
we were talking
a new
about
platform came out.
What would
YouTube.
succeed from
YouTube
to become like the new?
I think if
Pornhub.
Pornhub.
But like,
I think if anyone was going to do it, it was going to be Twitch, and for whatever reason, they've not capitalised on it.
Because
I think
Twitch,
it's gone the opposite way, and
Twitch has gone downhill as well.
I think Twitch just allows like the public to fund the creators rather than having to go through the medium of advertising. But that's gone that way.
Even still, isn't it so now that even to fucking subscribe to someone on Twitch, you have to have an Amazon account?
No.
Is it
that's
not
a
like
collaboration with Amazon. If you have an Amazon Prime account and pay for that, you can subscribe to someone for free.
Sorry, I'm a bit on knowledge when it comes to Twitch too. But
so Twitch, you can either follow someone, which I don't think generates any revenue at all.
No. It's more. It's like
you can subscribe.
So and you can donate as well. Can't
you?
Yeah.
You could sub for like I think it was like $4.99 a month. Yeah. But then they introduced tiers as well.
They've done that on YouTube though now.
That's like
that's all coming because
not YouTube Premium. Because I used to be part of the member squad for Original 151, who was a Pokemon YouTuber. And so during the first lockdown, I used to stay up and watch him live stream fucking Super Mario 64. I used to literally, but he was American. But I did subscribe to him because I was spending so much time doing it. But you can do it on YouTube now, right?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I think YouTube generated the need for like patrons, like Patreon and OnlyFans and you know that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because they were
dicking all the OnlyFans isn't actually just
it's just funny, isn't it?
Because they were dicking all the smaller content creators.
Because of
massively.
So I think there was like the shift in, was it 2017? Like
I think it was earlier than that.
Leafy sort of era where they started censoring certain words so that advertisers couldn't monetize videos.
There's some lads not lads. There's a group of people who down in I think it's New Zealand. They're called Viva La Dirt League, and all they do is like 5-minute skits and just random shit. And because of the way YouTube's advertising and monetizing thing work, like if a video's not 10 minutes long, you can't put an advert in.
Yeah, that's it. So people with
they've squashed that now.
Videos
squashed it.
I think they squashed that.
Even so, because when that came into place, they literally they only uploaded like 3-minute long videos. They didn't profit from it at all. So they had to start a Patreon to get people to back them up.
They've gone back on that now because of TikTok. They've got YouTube Shorts now.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts. That's massive. That's massive.
Didn't know about that.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts is massive.
So TikTok, like that 10-minute thing made so many great content creators
leave YouTube.
Leave YouTube, and also the ones that wanted to fucking stay. They were like stretching the videos,
and they became boring.
They became shit videos, man, because you're adding unnecessary content to something that was a great piece of
watering it down.
My favourite one is when they did 4-minute videos and extended it with like a black screen for 10 minutes. They were the best ones.
Yeah, they were great.
I think just like 2 minutes of nothing at the end just to hit the threshold.
That like did that with Spotify where it was like 16 minutes because 16 seconds was like the shortest track you could have.
Oh yeah, that guy dictated. No, it was like a Denmark EDM producer, and he made albums that were like 11 seconds long. Like every track was 11 seconds long, and then he'd just get a count and fucking loop them all day long. And then he
as well who got the gear stolen, and they made an album and said, you know, if you want to support us, you can stream this album, keep it on repeat overnight, just turn it down on your phone, or just have it in silence, just have it playing through the day.
Yeah.
And it was like whatever 12 tracks, an album full of
Yeah.
16-second loops, just silence.
Yeah.
And generated enough revenue to buy some gear. I can't remember what
Yeah,
band it
but
was.
the-
That's mad
that-
they
that-
must have had a decent
quite a-
following.
yeah,
too,
that
like
is-
on
band,
Spotify
like,
alone.
that
we
EDM
should-
guy-
we should definitely know him, but I can't
But
remember what
no,
it's
I'm
called.
not sure. But that EDM guy, he wasn't a big following. He just made loads of accounts and then set it up because he was making. I'm not talking just thousands. I'm talking. Was it in the millions? He fucking scavenged from Spotify at the time. It was. It was
That's ridiculous. The
crazy.
Spotify revenue isn't a lot.
And Spotify. No, it's not that bad actually. It's not as bad as what you think. Like we got £50 in royalties last year, which isn't a lot of money, but in accordance to what we streamed,
streams.
close to 10,000.
It reminds me of there's a composer called John Cage, I think he's called. Correct. Someone's going to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong.
The two people that are
who did,
watching.
like, it's called like a the track title I think is like the length of the song.
Yeah,
And it's a score that literally has nothing on it.
that's mad.
And it's like, and people go to watch it live, and
That's
it's just
crazy.
silence.
So
That's
just sat there in a
crazy.
silent room.
It's,
Well, it might
they-
be called silence, I
and
can't remember. It's
and they
definitely-
call it avant-garde.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what the thing. They'll just call it. Yeah, they'll just call it minimalism, avant-garde. Yeah, it's just that's what
because
they'll
you're
call it.
letting the room. You're letting the room make the sound. You know what I mean? Like,
It's fucking
there's
daft.
people in the room.
I'm not
it's-
listening to that
it's
shit.
the real energy, bro. It's the real energy. I'm not
That's some
listening to
like proper upper class bullshit.
that. Nah, bro. It's
Yeah,
fucking, that's
do you know
punk,
what?
bro.
You're the
That's
sort of person to enjoy that.
I would.
You are the sort of person to enjoy
Oh,
that.
I
You
enjoy
are
silence.
the
I do.
worst sort of
Oh,
person.
I
when it
enjoy
comes to
silence.
music. I'm there thinking, do you know what? Luke's gonna well like this album, and he's like, oh yeah, that was sick. But have you heard this? And then he sends me some like shit jazz fusion. I'm like, fuck's sake, Luke, that's shite. It's like I'm listening to like some really sick like tune like by like Ghostman or something. He's like, yeah, that's sick. But have you heard this jazz hip hop artist? I'm like, fuck's sake.
Luke's
Man.
very much like a lad at my work that only likes music if they have less than like 20 concurrent listeners at any given time.
And if
Nah.
they've got fucking like if they just like super experimental. I think the only
Super
thing
experimental. They record it on a Nokia
I think
3310
they'll
and
like-
they only have 50,
No,
15 listeners top.
your fucking listening categories go from emo, Midwestern emo, Britpop,
Not so much anymore, but yeah.
yeah,
I like
and then
that.
just jazz or just jazz and experimental stuff. That's literally all you fucking listen
I
to.
like
you
techno
you
and
kn-
IDM.
no you don't.
I do.
No you don't.
I spend most of my
You
time
fucking
listening to
don't.
IDM.
No you don't.
I
No, you
spend
don't.
most of my time
Do you know
listening to
what?
IDM.
I'm gonna bleep all this so then you
I
look
spend
fucking
most of my
stupid.
time listening to
This is
IDM.
all getting bleeped and you
It's
look
just white
fucking
noise, it's
stupid.
just white
You look
noise.
fucking stupid. But kid's a dickhead, yeah. No, he's all right. He's all right.
Anyway.
Sue Clemens, he's all
Shout
right.
out-
Follow him on
shout
Instagram. Sue
Shout out
Clemens.
12 Hour Record. Shout out to all them dons, you know.
Shout out to all them
Bit of
dons.
electronic
What's a band, Luke? At the moment, I know we're taking. I'm genuinely. He's genuinely Luke's one of the most fucking like well educated like musicians I've ever met. Like in terms of knowing like
Fucking
music and
nerd.
stuff. Like is
I
you
learnt it
nerd?
all.
But
I learned it all.
fuck, stop doing it, man. Because I said it as well. I'm gonna forget.
Canal Hunt.
Fuck. Canal Hunt.
Canal Hunt,
Yeah. What's a band at the moment? Because I've got one that I'm going to briefly mention
Alright.
just to open it up. Spanish love songs.
Yeah, we were
Spanish
listening to
love
those in
songs.
the car on the
I am
road.
in love with the newest album. It came out late last year. It's called what's it called? Because I'm listening.
Was
I'm
that
not-
the one we were just listening to?
yeah, it's called Brave
It
Faces.
sounds-
Everyone.
It sounds like that turn of the millennium emo, kind of like not Midwestern emo. Like,
No, it is Midwestern.
but it's like
Well,
proper.
no,
Yeah.
do you know
but
what?
It just sounds like a product of like those golden
Yeah,
era.
it's punk.
Man, I heard it and I said to you, I said, are these quite an old band? Is this like an old album? And you went, no,
It's
like
last
new,
year.
but it sounds so fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
dude.
it's really
Like,
class.
I'm
But
gonna listen to that. I'm
I
gonna get that
oh
on when
mate,
I
it's
get
so
home.
good. Like personally, Lovers 2, or is it? No, it's called. I did this on Instagram. I'll come to that in a sec. It's called Losers 2, but there's also Losers 1, and that's a really good track as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Kick's really good. There's a song called I can't even remember what it's called. It's called like Self-Deprecation as a career choice, but I'm going to double check it because I'm going to feel
You wanna
stupid
get
if I
that.
get it wrong again. But
Is that
basically,
Gengar Case?
yeah,
Yes,
fucking
dude.
Pokemon. It's called Self-Destruction as a sensible career choice. That's an
Yeah.
amazing track. But it's all classic. It's about 35 minutes long, but it's really fucking good. But I basically put it on Bass and Beers, my Beers account. I said
Selfless plug.
I said that Losers 2 was my track of the day, and I put Lovers 2, but Spanish love songs like The Post. And I felt so stupid.
Dude.
I felt so stupid. But then
That's a simple
I
thing
also
like that. They've gone, look at this fucking idiot.
no, they definitely didn't look at it. They just saw that I tagged them in it and they just liked it.
That was a
But
pity,
I
like.
I had an argument with Josh, right? Because they're from California, so technically they're not Midwestern. But in Self-Destruction as a career choice, sensible career choice, he says, and I'll die here in the Midwest. Can I live with that? So I was right because I said that they've got that Midwestern emo sound, which they do like vocally, like it's the Midwestern emo vibe.
Yeah.
And Josh were like, "Nah, they're from California." I'm like, "Yeah, but they say it as well in the
but
track."
can,
But it sounds. But that's what I said. I said just because they're from California doesn't mean they can't have that Midwestern emo
I
sound.
think that Midwestern is displaced from the actual geography of.
It's more
being
about
in
the
the
sound
Midwest.
than
It's
where
more
you're
about
Yeah,
I think
exactly,
more
exactly.
In that
it's
context,
it's like drill music.
Yeah, I was about to say the only reference I've got to it is
drill.
drill.
Drill music is like British. It's London.
That's verged over massively
So,
in
yeah,
America
but
now.
just because you do drill music in America doesn't mean you're fucking from
Yeah,
London.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
But it also doesn't mean it's not drill.
Yeah.
What
exactly.
was your initial question?
So we're coming short on time, so it's going to be short at the end of the episode soon. So I just want to end it quickly on. So obviously, Spanish Love Songs. That's a band that I really suggest at the moment. Like Brave Haze, everyone, amazing album. What's an album that at the moment you're thinking you need to stop what you're doing after this podcast and listen to this album?
That's always a difficult question, and we've only got a couple of minutes left.
Off the cuff of your head, and I'm going to ask you the same question. So no explanations.
Do
Just
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check what I last listened to, and I'm going to go with that.
Joe.
If that's cool, Joe, you can go
You're
first.
hitting me hard here. Like I wasn't prepared for
What's
this.
something you listen to at the moment?
I mean, I'm not really like. The most recent album that I've listened to fully all the way through was Darko's album, self-titled.
Yeah.
But the most recent one
The
that I've had on loop
eponymous.
for an incredible amount of time was For Those That Wish to Exist from Architects.
Fucking amazing album.
Yeah,
Amazing album.
and I think
I think I had that on loop for like
Yeah,
4 weeks straight.
fucking Animals and Impermanence tracks.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
tracks,
go
all
with-
of them are tracks.
I'm going to go with Harold Budd's The Pavilion of Dreams from 1978, produced by Brian Eno.
This is what I mean.
What the fuck
This
is
why-
that?
Hiya, just a quick outro. We are back. I just wanted to say thank you for watching this week. Sorry we're cutting the episode like this, but just say
Seriously
goodbye.
underfunded.
So
Yeah.
thank you very much for watching, Iron Lung viewers. We really appreciate it. And say goodbye, boys.
See you
Bye-bye.
later, kids.
Thank you very much.
Always
for
wear a
watching.
jacket in the rain.